Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Bones. This is a
This is
Hello,
now a series of
everyone.
masks about
We're
the TV show Bones. No,
yeah.
not advertising. In fact, complaining.
that was what the green room was. That's why we were late. I was complaining about how they ended certain storylines on the show Bones. It's fine. Welcome to my autistic hyperfixation. Anyways, this isn't Bones though. This is Masks, the puzzle project, which will hopefully have a more stable ending than Bones did. I am your GM, Knox. My pronouns are she, her, hers. You might notice we are down two of our cast members tonight. Skylar is doing things. I just realized I can't tell you why they're here. I don't know if they want people to know why they're not here. Every, Skylar and Sin have reasons for not being here. We still adore them and we look forward to them joining us next week. Um, so, Rail Spike and God damn it, Rory has like three different hero names.
Igneous.
Thank you. I'm a great GM. Igneous will not be joining us in today's session. That's fine though, because we have this lovely group, and we're starting with Julie.
Hi, I'm eating spicy chips. I would tell you what kind, but they haven't sponsored me yet. So if Zaps would like to get in touch, please do. Um, Hello, my name is Jilly. You can find me at Oh Look It's Jilly most places on the internet. I play Vi, who is a reformed villain, and she's going through it right now. Previously, she had to make a decision, and then Judgment was really fucking judgmental, which I guess is on brand for them. Um, my pronouns are she, her, Vi's are she, they, and I am excited to be here. Woo!
Woo!
And next is Mary.
Mary, you're muted.
Mary,
Mary,
you're
you're
muted.
muted.
Oh, okay. I completely forgot my captions. So uh let's see. Hi, I'm Mary. I am playing Hazel, aka Metamorphosis. Uh she is our beacon playbook, and she just did some cool tech powers and is terrified of what is to come.
Okay, it's by process of elimination, it's my turn now. Hello, everyone. I am Elle. I'm thinking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I will always be thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Uh, God, who do I play? Sasha Morgan, aka Hecate, the protege playbook, who is currently possibly about to become a reformed villain. Woohoo! Sometimes you have. God damn it, Dad. Okay. Also, it's my dad's birthday, so I'm sorry for cursing out the birthday boy. That was rude of me.
Yes, we here at Master Puzzle Project which wish to welcome and give Papa L a very merry happy birthday. Thank you for giving us the hellfire that is pepperoni.
All right, and I think that's my pronouns are they them. Sasha's pronouns are they them. I promise I'm usually more focused. I'm just thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
I mean, we don't have any lines against animatronics in this game. I'm just saying, if you really want to think about Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay,
I
so
I
heard
just want to be
lions.
able to murder Balloon Boy.
I would like a animatronic lion because I heard lion.
I can make an animatronic lion. I just realized I don't know if the sheet was updated with what I'm supposed to say before stream, so I'm gonna just say
Six
things that I
Nights at
remember.
Sammy's.
Hi, y'all. So, before we get started, this is the stuff I know off of the top of my brain. We are sponsored by Grinding Coffee Co., an LGBT plus and black owned coffee company. You can use the code Gunmetal Blues to get 10% off, I think, discount at checkout. I think there's also a link on the social medias, the site formerly known as Twitter. Speaking of the site formerly known as Twitter, there's a pinned creator post there where if you want to run a campaign like this here on Nerds with Dice, you should go fill that shit out and run a campaign here on Nerds with Dice. It's really cool. They're really awesome. I'm not being paid to say this. I just really like them here. I am a little bit biased though because I have a show here, see, with these lovely people. Also, speaking of Nerds of Dice, you want to support us? We have merch, and there is a link in the chat somewhere. I think that's everything I need to say. Okay, I'm gonna stop singing now. And okay, so with that said, Mask the Puzzle Project does deal with themes of ableism, gentrification, rich people being rich assholes. Death is becoming a stronger possibility and also now a character in our game. So please take note of that as you do. It has the joys of all superhero games where there are epic, epic highs and lows of high school football and also pizza throwing villains.
I just want to say that as a lie because I personally know nothing about high school football and that has not impeded me in the slightest in my life.
I will make high school football relevant in this game.
I mean, my dad played football. I can't remember if it was a dislocation or a broken bone, but he did injure someone during
Has your dad not done
football.
something? Because at this point, I'm starting to get the sense that your dad is like a cat and has lived 9 lives and
He
has
drove
multiple lives.
he drove Chewbacca and Boba Fett around for a day.
We haven't had time to unpack that, so we're going to start with the game. We take a familiar looking comic book off of the shelf. It opens and we zoom in on a panel and we're going to roll a dice.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. We go to Sasha.
Oh boy. Okay.
As you had said, you are made of magic and you tore this barrier down. And you notice there are several people in it, but there's one who is smiling at you while turning around and flipping off with a well manicured nail the person to her right.
All right. So, what's the state of everything right now? How fucked are we?
You're in tunnels that are starting to collapse.
Okay. What are the tunnels made of? Are they made of like dirt?
You do get a distinctly earthy smell.
Great! I do this all the time. This is my job. Okay. How
For a second, I
badly-
forgot you're the fucking Avatar.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta prioritize right now. I can't help Maristella if Maristella is dead in Earth because everyone is dead in Earth. So, Sasha is going to reach out to the ground all around them and feel the similarities and the differences, feel all of the creatures thriving, feel the energy of the very earth itself. And though it is crumbling, they are going to try to do the same thing that they did at the school, and they are going to stabilize the tunnels, because this is a thing that has never gone wrong before. It's fine. So that's gonna be wielding my powers.
No. None of the NPCs know about that, so
Yeah,
nobody here
well,
can yell
I mean,
at you.
one NPC knows about that, but that NPC is currently clonked out.
Unconscious. So nobody can yell at you about this.
Exactly.
You can feel. You don't know that Real Spike is missing, but you can just feel the general's Hecate no radiating to you.
The two people who are arguably the most responsible are both not here. So now I can get myself killed the second time, baby. All right, I'm a roll.
First of all,
Hi.
hurtful.
Second of
Hurtful.
all, true.
I feel like Vi is pretty responsible if you think of your responsibilities as gaining as many cats as possible.
That's fair. That's fair. Vi
It's all
is...
relative. I think, though, I don't think Vi is responsible. I think Vi is practical. I think definitely practical.
I think that that's fair. I think that's true. That's going to be a 14. So I get to choose 2.
Yes, you do. Fuck it.
So I'm going to create something useful from my environment. What I'm going to create from my environment of collapsing tunnels is non-collapsing tunnels.
Extremely architectural. I approve.
And I'm going to also neutralize... Can I see Puzzle Master? Where's Puzzle Master?
Puzzle Master is nowhere fucking near you.
Damn it!
It wasn't gonna be that easy.
Okay, I'm gonna neutralize the threat at least for now. I'm gonna neutralize the threat of the tunnels collapsing. We're gonna pull double duty and, like, duct tape the shit out of this. Alright, so, am I gonna do odds or evens for something terrible? If it's a condition or
Not
something
yet.
else horrible? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Can we do it anyways?
Do you want to do it now? You can.
Never mind.
You can.
No,
You
it's
can
okay.
always do it now. Ow.
It's okay. Now I feel like I don't want to do it now.
Everyone else in the tunnels, you can see as they start to collapse, and then you can just feel a wave of energy rush past you as it starts pushing the dirt back up and packing it into place. And I'm going to say you rolled high enough that the parts of the tunnels that were blocked are pushed back into place, and you now have a completely open tunnel system to go wild in.
Yay! We did it, gang!
So we're gonna go to Mary. Hazel, you took down this barrier, and your uncle and some other people are in front of you. What do you do?
Um, I think as soon as the barrier comes down, I went and hugged my uncle, and then like 2 seconds later, I kind of brushed myself off and remember, oh, I'm still doing a job. So I just kind of straighten up and just be like, okay, we gotta go really quick. Weird things are happening. Yeah. Nice to see you guys. But and I think she's just gonna turn and like really awkwardly like try and lead them out of the tunnel system that they're in. Um, but I think she's also trying to be aware of um, any other incoming threats that could possibly be a problem.
Milo kind of nods at you and goes, "All right, everyone, follow Metamorphosis. Uh, make sure to watch out for each other. We don't know what's left in these tunnels." And looks at you and just kind of signals that he's going to be taking the rear. And people start filing out of this area that they were stuck in, um, including someone in armor, high tech looking armor. And they even have a circlet around their head, and they just kind of not look at you and smile knowingly as they keep walking. Is there anything specific you would like to do while you are considering navigating the tunnels?
Um, I guess I probably am gonna just say, so what the heck happened? I'm sorry it took so long for us to get here. We kind of were missing for 30 days.
You were what?
Missing. Weird ink portal thing. Someone got hurt and we had to get out of somewhere fast and then poofed back and the whole town is leveled.
Who are you saying this to?
Milo.
Okay. Okay. Um, that's a lot to unpack. Okay. Um, God, it's been 30 days. Okay. Well, I was at the gym. Hyperion came by. She wanted to try some new things out with her fire. Um, Odds or evens, Mary? I can't hear you if you said something.
Oh, sorry, evens.
Okay. Okay. And that was evens. Puzzle. I didn't. It's weird because the people that came in looked like they looked like you and members of your team. But I knew it wasn't you. But they they had your guys' abilities. And it was just me and Farah.
We kind of came across a duplicate as well, but I don't know why they're copying us.
It's not just you that they're copying.
Okay, good. I was going to be really concerned.
No,
It's not a
it's
good thing, but
some of the others here were taken by members of the deck. Um, it seems that they're copying heroes, respected heroes in Hunter Heights.
it's a great way to erode trust. I'm so sorry.
I knew it wasn't you.
Hopefully, the others were able to get everyone else. We were all separated, and um, I just hope everyone's okay. Um, the gym's still okay, so it's gonna need some repairs, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
I bet.
taken down.
It's probably condemned.
Maybe.
How's Gidget?
She was okay. He's got an apartment. Um, the store was it's gone.
I'm sorry, Metamorphosis.
They
It,
they found me.
People disappear all the time.
Yeah,
I've been gone for a month. You've been gone for a month. People disappear all the time.
well, hopefully
It-
it won't come to that. But
Yeah, your uncle probably wouldn't like that very much, would he? He would have probably gotten really mad at me for saying that.
I
I
mean,
would have been right, but he
the
still would have
idea
gotten
was
mad at me for saying
funny,
that.
at least.
I'm just
That's
saying.
terrible.
I'm just
Terrible
saying.
way. Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
I
saying.
know.
I'm not saying in like a murderous way. I'm just saying, maybe nobody sees them for like a month or two until they get their heads together.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't.
kidnapping if it's family.
I, you know, that's yeah. I get
Okay,
it,
legally
but
it's still kidnapping. Okay.
it's still kidnapping.
It's still kidnapping legally. Okay. I really should have been more of an anti-hero than a hero. It's fine. Milo just keeps walking next to you. Um, all right. And then we turn the page, and we go to Vi.
I don't remember. I was arguing with Judgment at the end of the last episode.
Yes, you were.
Really, actually, it was less arguing and more them expressing
Exasperated.
an opinion and me being like, actually, in fact, fuck you. Um, so, or I assume we're just still here, right?
You're still where you were. You can continue to be upset with Judgment.
Great. I have thoughts. Okay. I've had a week to think about this. I hope Ian is watching right now. um, you know what? I'm not even angry that you think you're telling me I made a wrong decision. I'm angry that you're saying, implying that there was a right decision here. I know shades of gray. Like, come at me with your shades of gray. There was no correct decision here, so for you to imply that I somehow made an incorrect one is absurd.
Every there's okay. In the grand scheme of fuckery that is the world, pun not intended. In the grand scheme of fuckery that is the world, I am the person who has the least amount of knowledge or expertise in what the fuck is going on and how to solve anything. I'm sorry, I should have started with thank you, Talks, for saving
Judgy
my ass.
McJudgerson? No wonder your
It's
name
my
is
name.
Judgment. Of course it's your name.
Great job, you put that together. I'm judgy.
I hate you. Um,
You've hated me since I didn't tell you where your cats were, okay?
I hated you long before that. Let's be clear on
No,
this
you
point.
didn't.
Um, first of all, my cats are not here, so
I
ultimately that's
gave your
probably
cats to you though. So your
you
cats aren't
did,
here
but
in the
only
specific.
after like a fucking wild goose chase or something like
It wasn't
that.
a wild goose chase. I told you I dropped them off to
Okay,
you and you
you know
didn't
what?
like that
This is
answer.
not the time for this argument. I'm also going
This
to mute your thread in my texts so you could just talk to the void from now on.
the void is practicing active listening, which is more than you do.
This would be so much better if there was like a supervillain named the Void. That actually one of my cats should definitely be a supervillain named the Void. That's not the point.
Please don't make your cat into a supervillain.
I have more than one cat. Calm down.
Don't make
So
one of your cats a super. Why would you want one of your cats to be a super?
we have things to do. Also, I'm not going to intrude on their dreams, okay? If I've learned anything, it's important for creatures to be able to make their own decisions. If one of
You
my
think
cats,
cats would choose to be a supervillain?
do you know cats?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's valid.
Quite frankly, the fact that the fool is not a supervillain is baffling to me. But
I mean, she does get a little evil when you don't give her like head scratches.
yeah, and I heard that she special ordered like a vat of catnip for your apartment.
She does that often. She somehow flying cat manages to spill an entire container of catnip onto the bed. Have no idea how she does that with magic, but she still manages to.
I think you mean her bed. Um okay. Anyway, not the point. We need to solve this problem, and you being Judgy McJudgerson, which by the way is now going to be your name in my phone, um, is not helpful. Listen, I meant it when I said death is fixable. Being sucked through a portal is not a thing that I am equipped to deal with. I don't have portal magic.
How is death fixable?
Magic shit. I don't know. I'm not. It's like that's not really my area of expertise.
Do you know anyone who's died and come back to life?
Many people, actually.
I'm concerned by that answer. Okay. Yes, I understand that the portal thing is difficult to come back from. Again, glad that I'm not in the portal. On the other hand, I am the least knowledgeable person in this scenario.
Look, you
For
know,
the
I'm
sake
tired of
of-
talking with you. Can we go find someone less irritating to speak with, please?
Everyone's less irritating than me.
That is correct. That is the first true thing you have said.
I've said many true things. Just because you don't
I'm
understand that
I'm
it's
no
true
longer
does not make it
listening.
less
I'm
true.
gonna start walking. By the way, the people that got sucked through a portal, that was one of the people that I chose not to save. What happened to the third person that I chose not to save?
Jordan saved them.
Jordan saved them. Are they there?
Jordan and the older woman that she saved are just watching.
They're just watching
this
us argue right
happens.
now. Great.
Yeah. They're both like wiping tears away as they're watching this.
Jordan,
Yep.
are you more equipped to deal with the whole portal thing?
Not as equipped as other people, but I mean, I'm not hopeless.
Maybe
If
we
that
should go
makes
find
sense.
those people. No offense. I'm sure you're very talented.
No. In this case, I'd want the best person to do it. Wait, no, shit. Jordan's unconscious. Rewind.
Oh. I mean, I can equally do nothing about that, so, you know.
Yeah. The in an alternate universe somewhere. Okay, we go back to this universe. Um, no, the older woman is just kind of holding Jordan while crying and also watching.
I
As
do
you
like
turn around,
the idea that Judgment and I still took this time to argue while this was happening, though.
Judgment hasn't noticed.
Okay.
And so Judgment follows your line of sight and looks at you and goes, "Really? This is what we were focused on?" And like
Maybe
rushes
you
over
should
to
go
you.
help with that. Do I look like a doctor to you?
Do I look like a doctor to you?
I think Vi holds up her hand and like poison spikes like come out of it. It's like, does this seem like it would be particularly helpful in this case?
Does it seem like jumping into people's memories would be very helpful in this case?
That's still very weird. I mean, like potentially, depending on if Jordan's memories contain the way to wake them up, then that wouldn't be like awful.
I know Jordan pretty well. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure she doesn't know
okay.
how to wake herself
This is
up.
not information that I need. Go away. Um,
Alright.
maybe we should go find some metamorphosis is good with that. Metamorphosis is good at making people less dead than they were. Or less close to death than they were, I suppose, technically. To my knowledge, metamorphosis cannot raise people from the dead at this point.
Okay, Jordan's not dead. I can feel a pulse. So
I'm not saying that. Look,
I'm agreeing with
metamorphosis.
you. How are you mad at me when I'm agreeing with you?
Because somehow you still manage to be irritating.
I can't help it.
I think
Violet,
I just.
this is just my personality.
It's unfortunate.
It
So
is.
so I think that for lack of a better plan, I think Vi is just going to like scream metamorphosis at high volume and see if like Marco Polo there's an echo back.
Okay. Bye, odds or evens.
Odds. Am I rolling or are you rolling?
I'm rolling. Mary, Hazel hears echoing throughout the tunnels. Metamorphosis!
I'm gonna go up and say, just yell, I'm here. And then just start rushing towards the sound.
When Vi hears that, she's also gonna go because the person who could use magical healing is Sasha, and so she's gonna be like Sasha, because last time Vi saw Sasha, there was like a earth moving thing, which to be fair is sort of Sasha's jam. Um,
Vi
so
doesn't know what happened at the school.
no,
Alright, odds
Vi
or
has
evens
no
again.
idea. Evens this time. Why not?
God damn it, Jilly. Okay. And Hecate hears Sasha.
I'm so efficient. Look at me.
Sasha's identity is not publicly known, so they are not going.
I forgot. Vi always forgets. Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah, Sasha's fully ignoring the call to them.
Victoria kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I can't believe they're calling me. Let's go."
Listen, this is a stressful situation, and Vi has never been good at this at the best of times because there was never a time when Vi's identity was not connected with her superhero identity.
Judgment does turn around and go, "You do know your friends have secret identities, right?"
Oh my god, I'm so tired of you. Please be quiet. I think like she saw Railspike disappear. Gonna assume that Railspike isn't gonna respond to a summons right now. When was the last time I saw Rory?
When the tunnels collapsed.
Okay.
Rory's dead.
Rip. No. I think Vi will call for now that she has been reminded that other people do have secret identities.
Rory doesn't have a secret identity. Rory's the only
Rory's the
other
only other
person.
one
Right,
that has
but she's gonna be like, Igneous? Igneous. That seems bad. Okay, well, that's a problem for people who are better than me at tracking. I think she's gonna hope that the homing beacon, of like talking will be helpful because she and Judgment are not quiet. So, like, hopefully the sound of their bickering will draw people in like a moth to a flame.
Many words can be used to describe Judgment. Quiet's definitely not one of them.
Yeah, for sure. I think Vi will go look at Jordan. Vi does not have any healing ability. So, unless she's like poisoned, Vi has no knowledge of anything that's happening here, and even then, Vi doesn't know that she can do anything about that. So, sucks to be Jordan.
I can't find the hole that this goes into. Anyways, so, yeah, I'll give you to assess the situation.
Sure.
I need you to know there are so many jokes that I could be making right now that I'm not making. So I would like everyone to applaud me for being so well behaved.
I'm pretty sure that's superior, right? Which means I don't add anything. Although I should probably do something about that at some
Well,
point.
that's why it's outcharging.
Ah,
Oh!
we've uncovered the issue here. Great, that's a failure. That's a 5. But you know what that means? Potential.
Woo!
If I start leveling every session, it's gonna be a whole thing.
Sin asked me, what happens if somebody maxes out on all the advancements? And I'm like, well, none of you are there yet. And I completely
Well, to be
forgot
fair,
about how
Rory
you...
is way ahead of Vi because Rory was getting potential from the Doomed playbook right and left. Like,
Sin's restarted.
oh, okay.
When Rory switched playbooks, Rory's stats all went back to beginning.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yes. Well, I just suck at assess the situation is the problem here. I do not assess well. What do I assess with a 5? Something is wrong here.
I don't know. Bestie's unconscious.
Yep.
They're
Sure is.
you're trying to find her pulse and you can't even do that. You're like, oh, she's
It
dead.
seems
You're just
well.
you're doing
Judgment just
the like scuttle move of foot to the ear.
Judgment told me that there was a pulse, and I think Vi's just like
She's not poisoned.
there is no poison here. Also,
The
reasonably confident there's no acid. Don't
The
quote me
older
on that.
woman just looks at you and just nods.
You're welcome.
She's still crying. She's just gonna nod.
It's very
And-
nice to meet you. I'm Vi.
Hi, bye. It's nice to meet you.
We're
too.
gonna get some help for Jordan momentarily, but we like both of us. You may have noticed we're extremely bad at this, so we're calling in people who are more competent.
Oh, trust me, I know that Judgment is bad at this.
Like many things.
He
Also, I
is-
want to be clear here. She is not talking shit about Judgment behind their back. Like they are literally like
Judgment can hear all of this. Judgment is
Of
there
course.
as it's happening. She goes, he loves deeply and
Oh.
knows many things. Healing is just not one of them.
uh-huh. Well, I'm just gonna wait here then.
Okay. Okay. And Judgment looks at her and goes, seriously? Seriously, Grandma? I didn't say anything that was, you're very sweet, dear.
But I think I hate to like translate here, but what I think she's saying is bless your heart.
You're a good match for, oh, secret identities. You, bless your heart,
Vi and this woman are gonna be besties. I can tell. Besties.
I'll say once Victoria covers for them, Hecate is making their way over. And I think that they're fairly confident moving in the tunnels that they have created. So they'll get there fairly quickly. I think around the same time as Metamorphosis.
I'll say it's at this time that Metamorphosis, Hecate, and their merry band of people is Hecate, did you just leave Barista?
No, I meant to say this earlier. Hecate picks up Maristella and is very gently carrying her.
All right, I need each of you to give me an odds or evens, and you're gonna roll.
Always odds.
I'll go even.
Wee.
I'm going odd again.
Ooh, yay, a 3.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
So you all succeeded?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're doing great over here.
Hashtag
Okay.
winning.
Dream team.
Hashtag winning.
At the same time, you see. Well, actually, the three people who would possibly recognize this person would be the three of you. You see someone that you thought was dead carrying
it's
Eddie. And you all recognize this as Freedom, the
I think
person that died when Rory became Brimstone and River became Oblivion.
the first thing that Vi does is turn to Judgment and say, "See, people coming back from the dead. What did I tell you?"
So Hecate,
You couldn't have known that happened.
And yet I did.
first thing
You
Hecate
didn't know
does,
shit.
they look over to Tox. I've brought you Sasha, the person that you called for, and they gesture to their mother.
Okay. I think Vi just rolls her eyes and is like, "Someone please fix." And
Okay,
just points at Jordan.
Metamorphosis, do you want to take Jordan or Eddie?
Just can I will just go to whoever's closest and start going. Um,
Closest because they walked in around the same time you did would be Eddie.
all right, I'll go to Eddie and try and check over and see what I can do.
All right,
Uh,
Hecate will go over to Jordan then.
So you're just gonna are you handing Maristella off to somebody else?
No, they still have Maristella. They set Maristella on the ground next to Jordan. The first thing they're going to do is attend to Maristella, because that's
Okay.
their priority.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Valid.
Jordan kind of scares them.
I have a thought. In what ways
Yes.
can I commit petty crimes in order to help this process?
Well, we have
this
learned
guy
that the
along?
people here do in fact have their wallets.
Steal
That
a
is
wallet
not-
and it
that-
has aspirin in it.
Unfortunately, the crime must be victimless in order for it to count for my move.
Light arson. Um,
In
I
a
mean, if you can
helpful
pitch
way.
a crime to me.
I would like. Okay, here's what I want to say to you. I want to pick people's pockets to see if they have ID on them and learn the identities of as many people here as possible. But I don't do anything with that information, which makes it currently victimless.
Go ahead, roll to pickpocket. Tell me. So you need to give me a specific target. So I will say that they're.
Well, I know. I don't know who Maristella is, right?
You don't know who Maristella is at this point.
If Tox gets anywhere close to Maristella, Sasha just starts slapping their hand away.
Why are you harshing my vibe? I'm helping.
You can rob somebody else.
This is a move. There is a mechanical benefit to me doing this.
Are you going to give it back?
Yes.
Okay, fine. You promise there's a benefit. Swear to me. Swear
Yes.
to me that there's a benefit.
Look, the rulebook says so.
You know, the rulebook does say so. All right then. Okay, I
God bless
trust
all
you,
of your
Tox.
hearts.
So I want to look. So okay, does Maristella? I don't know what. Does Maristella have ID and does it give any medical information, or is there like? Does Maristella have like a something that indicates like I don't even think it's like blood type or like a medication or like something that is like enough that Vi would twig like, oh, there's an interaction that cannot happen here. Because Vi is familiar with poisons, but I also imagine that as a result of that, Vi knows when things become poisonous.
Can
Listen,
I'm gonna make
we're
you roll
really
a
just
You're gonna roll up
massaging the rules.
something. Just roll something.
Okay.
To
I
see
don't
if
know
you
what
do
it is.
this.
It's plus something. I don't know what this move is. What is it plus?
I'm gonna make you roll directly engage a threat.
What is that? Danger?
It's plus danger, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I'm great at that. That's a +2, so that's a 10.
So on
I remove a condition.
you remove a condition, and Maristella's eyes open right as you are holding her wallet, and I will give you both of the things you asked.
I
You
fixed.
see two forms of ID. You see a general Halcyon City ID that says Maristella Hunter Reyes, and you see a Hunter. Is it Hunter Inc. or Hunter? What did I name this fucking company? Hunter
I think you
Inc.
named
I
it
think.
Hunter Inc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter Inc. ID that says COO and um, tech supervisor with her picture, and it says Maristella Hunter Reyes. And you see a medical card, or you see on her wrist actually, you see a medical ID bracelet that says that she has seizures,
Okay,
and lists the
I
number of medications she's on that are not just for seizure purposes.
sure. Great. I helped. I removed a condition. You're welcome.
And Maristella wakes up and looks at you and goes, "Why the fuck do you have my wallet?"
I was helping.
They said it would help, and I trust them. They're my teammate. I really just wanted you to be okay.
Well, I have to go help other people now. I'm very busy. Goodbye. And
Can I have my wallet back?
Oh yeah,
I did make you promise.
I'm returning it.
Okay.
Thank you. I really
And
appreciate that.
Maristella slowly sits up, kind of holding her head.
Okay. Once I get Jordan unconscious, there's a word for that, conscious. We'll go over,
Yeah.
see if there are any more injuries. I'm really glad you're awake. I was really scared for a little bit, but everything's okay now.
We've got to stop meeting like this.
I mean, I like any meeting so long as I'm meeting you.
I'm too just barely conscious to be able to flirt back. I think that was flirting. I'm also very autistic, so I don't know if that was flirting.
No, me too. I think it was. I think I'm doing it right.
I think you're doing it right too. I mean, we should have this conversation when people aren't unconscious, so we can
Yes,
table
yes.
and come back to this conversation.
Okay. And Sasha is going to focus in on Jordan and specifically on let's see what moves I have. Hold on. Okay, okay. I think I have something. Okay. So I'm going to comfort or support by sort of reaching into the energy that Jordan has, the life, the magic, for lack of a better term, and connecting it with my own and letting a little bit of my own leak into her so that she's a little bit bolstered, feels a little bit better, kind of like a blood transfusion.
Roll to magical blood transfusion.
All right, I'm gonna roll comfort or support to magical blood transfusion. Sasha's powers are so fun because I can just do so much weird shit with them, and it makes sense. Alright, I get a +1 to this because Jordan thinks that I am mundane.
Does Jordan think you're mundane? I don't think Jordan thinks you're
No,
mundane.
when they had the initial interaction, Jordan shifted my danger label down and my mundane level up because Sasha was so freaked out by Jordan.
That's fair. It's more that Jordan knows that they could crush you.
Okay. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. Same thing. It's easy to reach into Jordan's magic because in a way similar to you, Jordan is also made of magic. And you can also tell while you're giving this magical blood transfusion that something is wrong, really wrong, and that something is, as much as you are putting magic in, there's something taking it out slowly. But you do manage to remove the condition. Oh, I forgot. Both of you have to tell me what conditions you're removing.
Yes.
Like, you get to
okay.
pick which conditions you're removing.
Ba-da-do-do-do, ba-da-do-do-do.
What does Jordan currently have?
All of them.
Oh,
They
okay.
they're all at 5.
Can I remove hopeless?
You can.
I
So
am
you're
going.
removing hopeless from Mighty Stella.
I'm going to remove guilty from Jordan.
Okay, give me 1 second. I totally remembered to make a sheet for Mighty Stella. So you are removing hopeless, and you're removing guilty. Okay. Jordan kind of gasps and wakes up and looks at you, but also looks right past at you at the woman who is holding her and is also crying.
Okay, there's something going on here that I don't know, and quite frankly, you can handle it. You don't have to tell me, so I'm gonna go do other things. By the way, there's something very wrong. Just in general, I was tapping into your magic. Something is very wrong. I don't know what it is, but it's something. So we'll figure that out when we figure that out. Do your thing.
Um, I'm gonna be basically using first aid, but I also want to be checking Eddie over for any kind of like signs or symptoms of what could be going on, like on her body or on their body and on their person, just to see like other than the sign that they're physically unconscious, has there been any other um, injury sustained, any other magic residue, like anything that could physically show what could have happened.
So roll and assess the situation to see what's wrong with Eddie, and roll whatever you were going to roll for first aid to wake them up. If you roll high enough on assess the situation, I'll give you something else.
All right.
Ooh.
2, 3, plus 2. So that is 7 on my assess.
Okay.
And then also 7 on the comfort support.
All right. Which condition do you remove from Eddie?
Hopeless. So she can teleport us if need be.
Okay.
Hopefully.
They are.
They.
Hazel,
Sorry.
God damn it. Can you get off my leg? Thank you. Oh, well, okay. So
Hazel just wants
they.
to support Hazel.
Damn it, fool. Okay. Um, Eddie's. Eddie is always a warm person. Like, Eddie doesn't wear long sleeves, even in the middle of summer. And walking next to Eddie, you kind of get used to it after a while. It's kind of like you're walking next to a portable heater, like a portable space heater. And what you notice is that heat is gone. Even as they wake up, they're, it's not that they're, to everyone else, it wouldn't be that they're cold. But for Eddie, it's like the heat has been drained from them. And it's actually like they're continuing to get colder. But you wake them up. They also wake up and Sin's not here to be upset about this. And As they do, the first thing they say is, Quinn. But ha metamorphosis.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I look, we all got separated. You fell unconscious. I've been trying to see what's going on, but something is causing you to lose heat. Do you feel any type of pain anywhere? Um,
I'm just tired.
um, can I check them? I'm concerned that there might be a puzzle mark on their body.
Go ahead, assess the situation.
That is a 10.
I will give you 2 things for that. It's faint, but there is a puzzle mark on their body. And it seems as if they're starting to, again, for everyone else it's normal, but for Eddie, they're noticeably losing color when you've known Eddie that long. And it seems like it's going into this puzzle piece. And the locket that they're wearing, last time you saw Eddie, it was shining and isn't anymore.
Uh, I'm gonna say to the others, check everyone for puzzle mark pieces on them.
Sasha, Hecate immediately starts checking.
Roll and assess the situation.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm best at. I build all my characters around knowing things, because if I don't know things, I will have a breakdown.
10 out of 10 Tom Petty song. Absolutely lovely. I'm glad somebody got that. Also, for your answer to is Ian watching? No, because he did try to call me.
Okay, so that's gonna be a math is hard. A 10.
Okay. You, how are you looking for this?
Just sort of scanning over, and I think that they're trying to find energy as well. So they're looking with their eyes, and they're also kind of looking with their powers and the way that they are tuned into the world.
Maristella's kind of staring at you, staring at her, and goes, "Are you good?"
I'm
And
trying to.
as she does, she kind of moves and her hair goes back a bit, and that's when you see on the side of her neck a faint puzzle piece.
Okay. Um, what kind of energy is coming off of it?
Similar to Eddie's, it's the sense that it's not so much this time heat. But Maristella again has always been very colorful. Even in her everyday appearance where she has to appear more professional, she's always felt colorful. And now she's starting to feel dull.
Okay. Don't freak out.
Well, that's a great way to get somebody to not freak out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I said that.
I
Um,
might as well tell me to calm down next time I'm angry. Really, just
no, that would
stir the
be
pot.
horrible.
Saying is, do you get what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
worst way to
I
get
heard
someone
it
to
as
calm down.
I heard it as soon as I said it. So
Okay, as long as you also heard it.
I'm just gonna tell you there is a puzzle piece on your neck, and I think that it is affecting your abilities.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know of any way to get it not on you?
Okay, but if I say what I so I can I get it off me? No. But if I say what I say, your team's gonna get mad at me.
I will not get mad at you. I don't think that anybody here is going to get mad at you because Hazel is I don't say Hazel, Sasha wouldn't say Hazel because Metamorphosis is very kind and forgiving and has only love in her heart, and Tox is acutely aware that sometimes there are complicated situations. She likes to live in the gray, so she's not going to be upset about this being a gray situation unless you're Judgment. And as far as I know, you are not secretly Judgment.
Like, okay, like the
Yeah,
dude with
like
the headphones. Yeah,
yeah,
got it.
they
Okay.
have beef. I haven't quite figured it out, but I'm on her side.
Yeah, he's got issues. Anyways, so he's not watching this. I can say what I want. I love you, cariño. Okay, so
Sorry, I just saw the chat.
is he in it?
No, but my dad had a
Okay.
wonderful suggestion.
Oh God. All right. So she kind of leans closer to you, like, I, the puzzle master, might have asked me to give him a tattoo.
Okay.
So I don't think we haven't really sat down and talked. So from what we understand, my abilities, I can use. It's kind of hard to explain. Um, so you know how alternate realities are a theory.
Yeah, yeah.
So the closest explanation I've gotten, which makes no sense to me, but it's fine, um, is that in all time and space, there has to be the possibility of there's an alternate reality, where we made a split decision where everything else is different because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
From what I can understand, my magic uses cosmic energy and manifests things out of those alternate realities.
Okay. Okay.
So, with a whole lot of intent and a pencil, I can really do a lot. We haven't tested the full extent of my abilities yet. Um, Outside of it can be really exhausting because it's tied to my energy.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds tiring.
it's exhausting. I do have a lot more energy than most people, but you know, that's not here nor there. The puzzle master asked me to give him a tattoo that will let him copy other people's abilities.
Okay. And so what ability is he copying to put the puzzles? Is he's copying the puzzles?
Mine,
Yep. Yep. All right.
So is it like anybody's abilities?
pretty much. I could, if I gave myself a tattoo, I could copy any ability I can come up with.
So my point is he doesn't have to see them or know them or touch them in order to copy it.
No, he just has to have an idea and can use it.
So what we're be clear,
Yeah.
I'm thinking for this, is that you've given the stylus create powers to the evil mastermind.
Yes.
Right.
It's okay. I know that the situation is complicated for you. By the way, I figured out the puzzle master's identity.
Yeah, I figured you'd figure that out
At
pretty
least
quickly.
I think I did. I don't know. It's just a theory. I look around. Is there anything that the puzzle master could possibly be listening through?
I mean, if the puzzle master can create powers, the puzzle master could literally be listening through anything.
Okay.
Understood looks at you and goes, "You know who it is."
Clearly, it's Artemisia.
That's just rude.
I'm sorry. I don't know
And-
if you have a dead parent to bring this into, but do I drag your dead family members into this conversation?
It was the first person I thought of. I'm sorry. Look, just
My dead mother?
That was pretty rude. I'm gonna be
I-
honest.
yeah, no,
Is there
I'm
any way to
sorry.
block
I'm a
it?
fucking orphan, Hecate.
Maybe like just blame it on me. It's fine. I am the puzzle master. Anyway, continuing.
Is there any
you're
way
more creative
to
than the puzzle master.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
am
so
that's
nice.
true.
I'm
You're so
genuinely
nice.
very sorry. I was looking at you, and every time I look at you, my brain kind of turns to like mush, and then I just say the first thing that comes out of my mouth, and it's not always a thing that I should be saying. I'm really sorry.
If I tell you you're cute, will you shut up?
Yep.
You're cute, shut up.
Okay.
Anyways, what were you saying,
This
Metamorphosis?
is sickening. Can we move on?
I was
Try to-
saying, is there any way to block the magic or the energy? Is there anything that blocks it? Like how an X-ray, if you have a certain type of material, it blocks the radiation.
I mean, what blocks cosmic energy?
What we need to know, and by the way, I want to say I fully support your flirting. I just think that there are more appropriate times for flirting. than right
100%.
this
I just
specific
needed them to
moment.
stop. I just needed them to stop
Um,
over
Like to be
apologizing.
clear, I ship it. Just like later.
Time and place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Again, I just needed them to stop, and it was the only thing I
So-
could think of that would get them to stop.
If you are the Superman in this scenario, what is your kryptonite?
Haven't found it yet. What stops cosmic energy?
Black holes.
Metamorphosis. Could you make something?
Try.
I mean, black holes are stars dying, but they do suck everything into them into
Well,
a lifeless. Oh, it is just
The
like them.
opposite of energy is absence, right?
Yeah.
So how do we create absence?
Well, usually, like, if I wanted to, that tattoo I gave you, I could remove it.
Yeah, by the way, it's losing color, which is not great. I'm just saying.
That doesn't happen usually.
I'm just saying you're gonna have to redo it at some point.
I have no problem with redoing your tattoo talks.
Okay, yeah, I do think that's probably along with the flirting on the list of the later things.
Later
Um,
scenarios, yes.
Yes. Metamorphosis, you should. We tried to save some. When I was destroying the people who were taking over Gidget's shop, I tried to not like actively drip acid on a lot of your equipment. Maybe like a little sprinkling.
It's kind of all gone. But
I could
What-
get you equipment.
And I have some in the lair. I don't know how good it would be. You probably have more resources in that line.
I can draw you equipment.
Oh,
built,
yeah,
So
the-
besides the drawing equipment, which kind of holds up her ID.
what was
I'm a
your
billionaire with a tech lab.
what was your stylus made of? I could create a new one. If you could edit the puzzle pieces to cause it to stop, that might be a way to get an interim to figure out how to block it.
Okay. I've had that stylus forever. Well, that's the thing. I made the stylus. It was an accident. I was like 9 and making my nightmares into literal monsters, and I was frustrated and I was drawing one day, and I was just thinking about how much I wish I had something that would help me control my powers. And without realizing what I was drawing a stylus. I can create things with anything. With my sketchbook isn't using my stylus. My sketchbook's using whatever
What
art
we
supplies I
need,
want.
but
But
it's
that's
cool.
why it's so unstable.
I mean, everyone seems to want Five's wand. We could create you a wand stylus. I'm not a technological person, but it seems like if small stylus is good, larger stylus that looks fancier is better.
You're probably right.
So
This is
your
jam.
powers are based off intention, right?
Yes. Intention and vibes, essentially.
Do you draw something with the intent of a blocking?
Odds or evens, Mary?
We'll go with evens.
I'm rolling. God damn it. I'm not gonna give you everything. So I if I did, I could I could block I could block his access to me and probably the others. I can't block the power I gave him though unless I see him and remove the tattoo.
Right now, I'm more concerned with your safety. We can figure out his issues later, but you guys staying okay, 10 times more important right now.
It would be a lot more stable if I had a stylist. I can have the best intentions without it, but the sketchbook was never meant to take away a month or to be that fluctuating with time. But the intention behind the sketchbook was just a safe place for my mind. It wasn't. But that's
And I'm gonna just have to build you a stylus. Uh,
Hey, if
the
anybody can do it, you can do it.
using the energy or lack of energy of a black hole.
I
okay.
mean, all we have to do to create nothingness is to create something and then take away all the particles. We can do that.
Star Black holes are made by stars exploding.
I have a thought
Just one?
Okay.
at the moment.
Okay.
So yes, stars exploding. However, as we know people who are stars and want to avoid them exploding, I would table that idea. Um Another thing, if we can't create absence, a step on the way to that could be dilution of power. Right?
Yeah,
If
it wouldn't stop it completely, but we'd be able to
weakening.
lessen the hold, and it would probably make it a hell of a lot harder for him to do whatever he's using our magic for.
I'm thinking in terms of like watercolors, right? The more you dilute the watercolor, the less pigment there is. Pigment is like it feels like the power. I don't know the intricacies of your power, but
The metaphor makes sense for me.
right? So if we can't immediately get to black hole stylus, dilution might be a first step.
What dilutes a star's energy?
Vision.
There is another option, but it's closer to the one we want to avoid.
Can I borrow the sketchbook for a minute?
Let's see if Mighty Stella has it on her. So,
Or go
Mary,
somewhere where I can plan.
well, let's see if Mighty Stella has the sketchbook. Odds or evens?
Uh, Evens.
God damn it. Mighty Stella reaches into the back pocket and pulls out a sketchbook. And it takes her a second, but she's like, it's like a mini sketchbook, and she takes her a second. And you can see her get duller as she does it. Like she's pushing her color into the sketchbook as it grows to the regular size that you saw. And she hands it to you. And she kind of wavers a bit and, okay, that's not fun.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Also, I had like, it's only been a day for us. I need to take my meds at some point.
Yes, absolutely you do.
Do we have a way out of here?
Yeah, there's a way out. Don't worry, I made one. We just have to go up a little bit.
Did Sasha make a way out?
Yeah, Sasha made I think Sasha would have made at least 4 ways out. Sasha is a paranoid person by nature, and they are a planner by nature, so there are at least 4 exits.
Does anybody want to roll and assess the situation before you start to leave?
Absolutely, always, please.
I will do this too. I'm
Farm potential.
suspicious. Great news, everyone. I've rolled a 6.
Great job.
Thanks.
Hey.
7.
That's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
It's okay, I
So
can know
you
things.
both, besides Jilly, rolled where you would get 2 answers. Okay. Then you both notice that I'll let you each ask one question, and then I'll give you the thing that your characters wouldn't have noticed yet.
Hey Nox, is this before combat? Is it before a fight? Aww.
No, it's not.
Boo. My
But
thing.
you can each ask one question from just not even from a
Okay.
situation. Ask a question. I reserve the right to say no. But
Do you
ask
want
a
to go first, or do you want me to go first?
If you have an idea for a question, I'm coming up with mine still.
How many people have puzzle pieces?
just 3.
Okay.
Mary, you got one, or you want to table yours?
I do have one.
Okay.
So the puzzle master used like a teleportation out of here. I want to see if there's any kind of sign of like I basically want to know if Rory and uh Rail Spike are able to get out of where they might end up. Is it one of those situations that the portal, like if they get out of the portal, they're going to land in the tunnel system, like just from what looks like around?
You can only ask about Rail Spike.
Okay, because I don't know about
Excuse
Rory yet. So
me?
yeah, I'll ask about Rail Spike.
No. The way it seems from again, I'm going to assume that Tox told you how this happened. It looked like it looked like none of you were there for that. It does feel like Rory in a sense, but not the new Rory. It feels like the old Rory. I'm gonna say maybe one time before you all saw Rory had to get to their sanctuary before and opened a gate. It's that kind of feeling. And it is at that moment where you two notice the second thing. Rory wasn't the one carrying Eddie. Quinn was.
Freedom.
And
Yeah.
you haven't seen Rory at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we'll take our break.
Also,
we did
would
kind of
you-
brush over that, though.
Would you all
Biden
like
talked-
Because
to-
the
Would you all like
players
to know
knew
the
what
question that my father
was.
would have asked?
Yes, I would love to know.
What is the critical thing you really don't want us to know?
It's fine. We'll keep rolling to find it out. So
I would have vetoed that question. But that said, I think this is the moment as you all realize that Rory is nowhere to be found, and that is where we'll start our break. If that's okay, oh benevolent
Ah.
producer, because that felt like a good stopping point. Okay, I have been given the okay. So go hydrate, medicate, nutriate, meditate. I don't know. But we're going to be back in 10 minutes. So go do awesome things, and we will be back shortly with more of the Puzzle Project.
Ah. Somebody's
Hi.
supposed to talk, right?
I forgot once again that I am the GM. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I didn't answer was because I was thinking instead of asking out loud. I was gonna ask Elle, what flavor cake is your dad's birthday cake?
Oh, it's a Sakatumi cake. I don't know how many people know it. Yeah? Yeah?
I'm Googling.
It's so good.
It's so good. Oh
It's
my
incredible.
God. People in California. I don't remember where it was. I used to think it was Inglewood. It wasn't in Inglewood. It's relatively near uniforms, like school uniforms shops.
Yeah.
There is a lady named Miss Ruby. She is a fish lady. She sells fish, but early in the mornings she has red velvet and Sakatumi cake that is to die for. She sells them
Oh,
early.
sock it to me. I put
Yeah.
sakatumi in it because I was like, this must be some kind of Japanese concoction.
No. It's
No.
like because it like punches you with flavor. It's a
Sure.
socket to me cake. It's
I
great.
understand.
It's
For
fantastic.
for those
It's
playing along at
absolutely
home, this
delicious.
is cinnamon, brown sugar, pecans, yellow cake.
It doesn't have pecans because he is allergic to tree nuts.
Sure,
But
Aw.
it is still just as good. I promise. It's still
It
just
is-
as good.
It's absolutely
I'm-
delicious, and I haven't had it in so long. Oh my God! Happy
You
birthday,
can just
Papa
come on
Elle.
over here, have a slice of cake.
Yeah, because you're not far from me. I do think you are the closest to me out of
I
my
think
knowledge. I
so.
don't know where Skylar and Mary are, but between the three that I do know, you are the closest to me.
mystery.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway.
so that's the campaign.
Okay. Rory is gone. Sasha immediately bolts off trying to find Rory.
How are you going to try to find Rory?
I made these goddamn tunnels. I know what happens in these tunnels. I am going to kind of go through the tunnels, feel all their energy, trying to see if any of them recognize footsteps, a life sign, anything. These are my babies. They can't abandon me now.
Assess the situation.
Yes, my favorite role. Ha 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 ha. It's not even my highest stat. Hey, is this before a combat, by the way?
No, it's not.
Aww. Could it be if I just decide to start fighting the dirt?
You that one Roman emperor.
Yes.
No, you can. You just said these are your babies, and now you're gonna fight the.
Well, the dirt are not my babies. The tunnels is my babies.
The tunnels are made of dirt.
That's what you think.
No, you cannot go Caligula on this tunnel's ass and start fighting the dirt.
It's a 12.
You can ask 2 questions. Just 2 questions
Okay.
in general.
Okay. Oh god. Questions. Okay. So these are just in general, not from the list.
Yes, and no, you cannot ask the question that your dad had asked earlier.
Dang it! What if I phrase it
birthday, Papa.
differently? This is
No.
not my question.
No, okay, this isn't some genie shit where you say something slightly different and there's a loophole.
Okay. By the way,
I am
for
your
those playing
god
at
now.
home, you can take a shot every time I say okay, and you'll be blackout by the end of this episode.
Please drink water.
That's how
Sorry,
I play
coming
a lot of
from
drinking
you?
games. So, please drink water.
Hypocrisy.
Dr. Pepper has
So-
some water in it.
I will drink water if you give me $2.
I'm
Speaking
giving
of
you more than $2, technically.
speaking of dilution,
So,
Back to the campaign.
back to the campaign. Number 1. Do I sense Rory anywhere in the tunnels?
Not in the tunnels.
I hate you. Okay. Do I sense Rory anywhere else? Oh, look at that. It's water. You bamboozled us.
You sense Rory. You sense that Rory was once present.
I hate that answer so much. Thank you. You're a wonderful dungeon master, game master. We are technically in a dungeon that I've created. Now all we need is a dragon.
I am gonna look at Quinn and say, Quinn, did you see Rory anywhere? Did you see
Who's
where they
Rory?
went?
Who's Rory?
Igneous, they're kind of a fire-based hero. I can't sense them. Eddie, did you see? And you were passed out. You didn't see anything. Sorry.
I don't know who any of you are.
Okay, let's start with this. Hi, I'm Hecate.
Hi. Thanks for. I'm assuming you're part of the people that got us out of wherever we were.
Yes, I made the. Well, I didn't make the initial tunnels, but I reforged them after they started falling apart because they were very shoddily crafted.
Thank you for that. Okay.
Yeah.
You,
Thank you
for
for
some
saving
reason, know
Eddie.
my name. Yeah, sure. I mean, they were
I
pounding
mean,
on.
I've never said your name, so I only knew it because Eddie said it out loud, and I assumed that you are the person that they were talking to.
They all seem to also know my name and were talking to me as if they knew me. So I thought because we were all a team. That's fair. Yeah.
Eddie's not technically on our team.
They were like screaming for us, and they point at River next to them, who's also looking confused.
Oh, hello, I'm Hecate. It's very nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm River.
That's a fun name.
Thanks, picked it myself.
Nice, I picked mine.
Hey!
Both of them.
Hey! Oh shit, yeah, I should probably be using superhero names. I mean, they said they seemed
it's
to.
fine. Don't
Everyone
worry,
is
don't worry.
really touchy about that, just so you know. Like, it's a whole thing.
Oh, then I'm Charybdis.
That is so cool. Did you like? I gotta know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on Odysseus at the end of the Odyssey?
Oh my god.
At the end of the Odyssey?
At the end of the Odyssey, after everything has happened and like he starts slaughtering all the suitors.
Oh, murk them all.
Hell yeah, murk them all.
But you know, even more so, Agamemnon.
Fuck Agamemnon.
Fuck Agamemnon. All the homies hate Agamemnon.
Okay.
No redeeming qualities. Best
None.
part is when he dies. Just saying.
Do you guys remember your old trio?
Oh, what?
Okay, so you're just like Rory. Okay,
We met in here.
Okay.
okay.
That's
No
gotta be a
prior
weird first
memories
meeting, right?
whatsoever.
This is gonna
Really-
be
really weird first
extremely
meeting.
weird.
I mean,
What's going to be extremely weird?
okay, so there's some information about yourselves regarding your past, but it is going to kind of change the way that you exist. So it's kind of like a Pandora's box. Once you open it, it can't be unopened. A lot of bad things are going to escape. You'll be left with some hope, hopefully.
So basically, what we're saying is that you had a future self that experienced.
No, it's their choice. It's their choice to know or not know.
Okay,
I mean,
I
well,
just
now-
want. I'm gonna be real. I just want to not be here anymore. So anything that I can make.
Rory isn't here, so we need to be not here because Rory is not here, and we need to find Rory, and we need to find Railspike, and Railspike is also not here, so we need to get out of the tunnels. Let's all get out of the tunnels.
We need to regroup and find a way to shield, and then we can figure everything else out.
Yes. Yes. I mean, our teammates are kind of a priority. Also,
A lot of things are a priority. The priority list is long at this point.
yeah. Yeah. We can head back to the lair, the den, and
You have a lair?
Some of us have layers.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
If you guys are superheroes, if you guys want to like come with us, you can.
Sure. That went
Awesome.
well last time.
Okay, cool. It's great to make new friends.
I think that Vi is sticking close to Quinn because Vi is fairly determined that she's gonna tell Quinn things.
Are you gonna
At
tell
this-
Quinn or River?
I'm sorry, River.
Because one of them is slightly more I can see vibing with.
Yeah, River.
Hecate is watching Vi like a hawk.
I mean, you could watch.
Okay, so you all take your merry band of hostages out of the tunnels. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
We guide the merry band of hostages out.
This is not the vibe. We need a better vibe, is what we've decided.
Okay.
And as
you
soon
already
as we
said,
are out, Sasha closes the tunnels.
like, sinkhole collapses them or just seals them off for the
No,
like,
no.
for
God, that
further
would be so
notice?
bad for like everything. Just like closes them up.
Like the giant rock that fits directly in the hole that we
Yes.
just came out of.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna Jesus the tunnels.
That's what I was thinking of. It's
I
funny
hate
how
that
that's like
so.
the one consistent thing. Because I grew up not very religious at all. And whenever I heard that story, that was like the one thing that stuck with me was it was always just like a giant rock that rolled. That was
They're just
The reason this is killing me is because my mind immediately went to the Drake and Josh meme of Drake. Where's the body of Christ? Moving on. So
Alright.
you put a rock over the tunnel. You are out of the tunnels, and you're not in Hunter Heights.
where are
okay.
we?
Who here has lived outside of Hunter Heights?
I have.
Sasha has.
All of you have. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
We're
you know
the
that
best group for knowledge.
You know that you're in Central Halcyon.
Us, bitch.
Can't Eddie fix this? Eddie?
Oh
Eddie?
no.
Oh no, we are not asking Eddie. We are going to walk with our fucking legs.
Wait, I can commit a crime and Eddie
Actually-
will feel better. Hang on.
This area would look really familiar to one of you.
Oh, oh. Oh no.
It's not that far from where a young Hazel grew up.
Metamorphosis? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we don't have to linger here. We can
No, it's fine. Um, Look, I know where they kept an extra key. If I talk to them, we might be able to get a car.
Are we gonna get
I
a car
mean-
for all of these people?
I just want to be clear here. I can steal a car.
Yeah, but then look, from what I know,
Wait,
we're
that-
already being used as
If you
pawns.
steal a rich person's car, it's a victimless crime.
That is absolutely true. Immediately.
Oh, in that case, I know where we can steal a car.
Great.
Oh,
That was Mighty Stella.
Great.
thank you. Okay, let's go steal a car. Listen, Metamorphosis, you are not going to have to talk to them. We will commit petty theft before we make you talk to them, okay?
No, I don't think you all understand how good petty theft feels. Let me help you.
Also, I just realized they weren't hostages; they were just missing.
I mean,
You're just missing people.
they were sort of hostages.
Not really. There was no demands made for them.
Yeah, they were just
They
gone.
were just missing.
Um,
They were just
I
kidnapped.
just-
Anyways,
I just want to go
semantics.
ahead and say who is the most important person for me to clear a condition on right now. I feel
Probably Eddie.
like it's Eddie probably. And I want to clear Eddie of Hopeless. with the theft of this car.
You already cleared Eddie of Hopeless.
Oh, I want to clear. Just kidding. I want to clear Afraid
Okay.
because I think this is like exerting control over a situation. So I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it's exerting control over a situation by stealing a rich person's car.
That's fine.
As we're going to this, Hazel is just going to say, look, I no problem with what we're doing. However, they're using us to make us look bad. They're having they're copying our visage to go and do terrible things.
Is it theft if I am related to the person who owns the car?
Not as bad.
No, absolutely not.
I also want to point
Technically-
out.
A decent amount of that company is mine, which means a decent amount of that company property is mine, even if they do think I'm dead.
I also want to point out that if considering the shit that they had the other versions of us doing, stealing a car relatively
To get
minor.
missing people back to the area of the city that they live in.
Also, no offense to Tox, this isn't like a dig at anything. One of you is already known for for having done theft.
Oh, that's not offensive at all. I literally
Yeah,
talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
You
so
do.
it's not like taking murder. It'd be like, oh,
I
but
mean, I
taking
have
a
also
car might
done
just be a
that.
Tuesday.
Are we not good with murder?
Well,
I mean, pointed
murder is
purposeful
okay in
murder.
certain situations, but I'm saying
Okay.
my walls are thin. I don't know if my landlords realize that I'm doing a game.
Uh,
I
to be
like to
fair,
think that they
for at
just
least
think you're
Hazel's
planning
response
every.
in all this is her anxiety response of being in her childhood neighborhood home. This is like trying to make sure that no one gets hurt, that everyone's gonna be okay, and is like covering every single basis so we get out of here.
I think as. Oh, sorry, Mary. Keep going.
No, go. That was the end of it.
I think to try and help Metamorphosis / Hazel feel better, Vaya's gonna start traveling with Metamorphosis and be like, so I found these cat toys online and I bought 30 of them. Maybe I got a little carried away, but they're tiny and they make a little jingle noise, and I think it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, that could be really, really cute. I'm excited. I haven't been even able to see the cats other than the pictures, so
Well, to be fair, it's been a very busy day.
yeah.
Or week, month. I'm not
Day.
really clear on the timeline.
Year?
We've gone to sleep,
Sorry.
so it's been a day.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
So, what kind of car are we gonna steal?
Do you have a preference?
Big car. We have a lot of people.
Do you have one of those really, really sleek, SUVs? Like a stretch SUV, like one of the really obnoxious ones? Is there a minibar?
I have a stretch limo.
That works.
Sure.
Okay. You. How?
Hazel.
DG just barking in the background. Very unhappy to be back in this community.
That's the real reason why Hecate is like, we shouldn't go see your family. No!
The dog is upstairs in the kitchen, which is right outside my door. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
So, a dog starts barking as you walk down the street. It's not an angry dog. It's just it's a
No,
dog
that's just a
barking
lot of
'cause it sees
feelings.
people.
That's not
Yeah.
Yeah,
anger.
The dog has a lot of feelings.
as they
Barking.
pass, Sasha
She
looks at the
does too.
dog and is going to try to pet the dog and go, yeah, mood.
Roll to pet the dog.
Okay. God, imagine I get snake eyes to pet the dog.
That would be potential.
It sounds like you're getting snake eyes.
No, I got an 8. I got an 8 to pet the dog.
There is a dog who is very excitable and barking and jumping, and you stick your do not do the sound. You stick your hand through the fence, the bars in the fence, and you pet this dog, and it calms down.
Sasha would definitely let the dog sniff their hand first
Mhm.
and just do like a little vibe check.
It's a sweet dog. It's just like, oh my god, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, my dog is the same way.
Yeah. So you pet the dog.
Fantastic. I clear 17 conditions.
So you pet the dog, and you all make your way down. Hazel, how rich is your family?
Uh, it's um, it's kind of gross. I'm gonna say it right there. The house looks like it's probably a couple houses put together. Like it is like the worst white suburbia, like waspy shit you could imagine.
So you're not that
Unfortunately,
far from where Maristella grew up, but you are still walking past Metamorphosis' old house. Here's the thing. You've all seen the inside of where Rory and Eddie live, but Rory and Eddie have wings because Rory was like, "You're living here, but you're my employee. I'm giving you your whole ass owed entire space." And that was magical. This looks like what Rory and Eddie's space should look like on the outside. And you know that there's nothing magic about this. This is just cash. It
I think
also looks literally sad beige.
Hazel just kind of pauses out front and kind of like touches like the white picket fence that's in front of it just
Hey,
for a minute.
what's going on?
It's been about 5 years since I've been home.
Do you wanna talk about it? What do you need right now?
I don't know. I
What do you want?
I I know that they're gonna keep coming to Gidget's apartment, and I don't want her to have to deal with it. And then they're gonna start badgering you guys. I
Oh
don't.
man, I really hope they start badgering me.
I think between me and Vi, we can take him.
I I'm
Like,
sure you guys can. I just know what I know what they're capable of, and
That's
I
why you looked
know.
familiar.
Sorry, what?
That was Maristella. She looks at you and she goes, "That's why you looked familiar."
Yeah, I'm a Crowley.
if you'd like, I can totally TP their house.
No, that'll just make it worse. I I I know I have to talk to them at some point, or it won't stop.
When that point comes, we're going to be here for you. We've got your back, and no matter what you need from us, we will be there to give it to you. I shouldn't volunteer you, Vi, but I feel like we're on the same page about this.
For sure. I mean, here's the thing. I understand that you don't want them to bother the people in your life, but truly, if they are going to bother someone in your life, the way to be sure to make them regret that is to have that person be me.
I believe that you could make them regret that.
Hmm. You know, I am so good at regret. Like, you don't even know all forms of it. Making other people regret, making myself regret, just all around, that is my true superpower.
I mean, you've never made me regret things.
Oh, it's early yet.
Eh, I'm happy that we met. You're my friend.
Thanks.
Um, we should go before the security cameras pick us up.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Odds or evens?
Violet fires a poison spike at the CCTV
I was going
camera.
to say, Sasha's going to short out all of the cameras.
I'm still
Uh,
making you roll odds or evens.
odds.
It was odds.
Sasha's still shorting the cameras out.
I am still destroying the
No,
camera.
you rolled to do that.
Okay.
That was to see if the people inside noticed.
Alright. Do. I'm unleashing my powers and making some lightning. We. You guys can hear my little
I have a
dice
plus
clicky clack.
4, so that's a 13.
Nice. Nice. That's gonna
You-
be a 10 from 12 from me. I forgot to add my
Okay,
modifier.
between the two of you, nobody thought that electricity and poison should ever mix, and it create a mini explosion where the security camera is, and you do blow up the security camera.
Is there a way, since I rolled high, that as it explodes, I just kind of turn the explosion into an implosion and make it less noticeable?
Sure, because you roll so
Yay!
high.
Thank you!
Never say that I'm not a benevolent overlord.
I would never say that to you.
All right. But because of how grossly wealthy Hazel's parents are, um, it really isn't that far of a walk until you reach a much larger looking mansion, essentially. And Maricela stops in front of it. Um, it's not the same way that Hazel stopped in front of her house. Um, Maricela doesn't look nervous, just sad. As she puts in a code and the gates open and she welcomes you all inside of Hunter Manor.
Sasha's just going to come over and kind of, if she allows them, just take her hand and hold it, and we'll stay there until she goes in.
She kind of just looks at Sasha and lets them. I know how I grew up wasn't normal. But this has still been my home since as long as I can remember. And there was still. I didn't grow up sad.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you didn't grow up sad. I would have. I hope that you didn't. And trust me, I get complicated feelings about your home and about where and how you grew up. But the great part about growing up is that it never really stops. And you get to make new memories alongside the old ones. And eventually all that bittersweet just turns sweet.
She kind of smiles and walks up to the front door, and you don't see a key as she presses her hand to the door and it an anime voice goes, "Welcome, Mari Stella Hunter," and the door opens, and she just looks at you and goes, "Oh, come on inside. I have to get to the garage through the house." So
Okay. Yeah.
kind of what happens when you have an underground garage. Anyways,
I mean, that's
come
pretty
on
cool,
in.
honestly.
Yeah, we saw a movie.
Did you ever watch Thunderbirds?
Okay, I is okay. Wait, because here's the thing: are we talking about the same? Are we talking about the same movie where Ben Kingsley was the bad guy and Vanessa Hudgens was in it?
So that's the movie version. It was based on a TV show which was
Yeah.
puppets in the 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up watching the puppets.
I grew up watching the movie.
I also watched the movie.
I'm so glad. I have
But it
literally
had-
never met another person who's seen that movie.
I had because I had when I was a kid. This was pre-movie, but I had, you know how the pool retracts and like the rocket
The
comes out of it.
Yeah.
I had like the plastic thing where it like slid, like it was like the Tracy Island plastic thing, and it like this was very formative for me.
so I was trying to think of a version of like what this world's Iron Man would be. But we're gonna go with Thunderbirds. And because nobody remembers that movie in real life, we're gonna call the movie Thunderbirds. It's fine.
Thunderbirds are go. This is, we've tapped into something here for me.
we have Thunderbirds is still a movie in this universe. Um, anyways, it's similar to that. And so you all enter this giant, highly tech-based mansion with lots of stuff that looks really expensive and really breakable.
Papa L remembers the original. Papa L and I are united in this.
So
Sasha's
You are
kind of
all-
like looking at an expensive looking vase the same way that a cat looks at your coffee mug.
you recognize this vase as the child of a archaeologist, and you know that this expensive vase is in the archives of a
Knox?
of the Hambuck Palaces Museum.
Sasha looks at it. Looks at Vi. Looks at Maristella. How badly would it be if this vase were to go to an actual place where it can be appreciated or to its original culture? I feel like it belongs in its original culture, not sitting in some place getting dust on it.
Well, there's no dust that gets on it. We have somebody for that.
I just want to be clear here that that would not. Vi is looking like that would not have been her response to this object. Like she's not mad about it. This would just not have been her response.
I fuck it, do what you want. That's what Money Stella says.
All right, I'm taking the vase.
All right,
This
you
is a
all-
heroic deed
I
because
will
it is
give you all
redistributing.
the next 15 minutes of real time to do what you want in Hunter Manor.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
clear so many conditions. Everybody.
So
For those playing along at home, I took a move that allows me to commit petty crimes and
Oh,
clear
God.
conditions. Only I don't take conditions. That's sort of my vibe. Because if I take a condition, I will lose the +2 that Nox gave me to unleash my power in session. Was it 1 or 2?
I think it
Um,
was 1.
Yeah. So instead, I asked Nox today in our group chat if I could clear other people's conditions. And Nox said as long as I can justify it, I could do it. And here we are.
Okay, Vi, real quick. If you see anything that looks valuable, everything looks valuable. Please just ask me before you destroy it, because a lot of these are actual, like, cultural artifacts.
Chandelier. The chandelier's gaudy, and I want it dead.
Chandelier, is it an artifact?
It's from the Paris Opera House. It's restored from the one that fell on that one person. So go ahead, do what you want.
Okay. Yeah. I feel a little bit bad, but also it's the French, so fuck their stuff.
Well, they're not using it. It killed somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
It is technically a murder weapon, so I am doing a service. And I use acid to, like, it's like wispy, and I use acid to
Sasha makes sure that nobody's in the splash zone of this giant chandelier.
It is necessary for this.
These 20 people in this house.
Okay, we're all going into another room.
It is necessary for this to be a victimless crime in order for me to achieve my goals.
That is why I am trying to make sure there are no victims.
No, I'm backing you up here.
Okay, thank you.
I destroy. Here's what I want to do. I want to clear Afraid from as many people who have it at the moment. Because
destroying this Paris chandelier.
Because it's levity, right? Nothing undermines a corporate entity like destroying their shit.
All right, which person are you removing anger from when you destroy the chandelier? You can only do one at a time.
Okay. Well, I already cleared it from Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Who else has anger? I mean, sorry.
Maristella and Jordan.
I think I'm gonna bequeath it to Maristella to, like, choose the next thing. So, like, Maristella gets to pick what the next thing is, and that's what we'll do it for Maristella.
Okay, so
is it Jordan? Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan, would it please you if I destroyed the chandelier?
Absolutely.
Great. And then I do
it. Alright, I am marking off Afraid for...
This is what we like to call a speed run.
Oh my god.
Okay, very quickly, I appreciate you clearing all the conditions. Sasha would like to investigate the manor, find as many files as possible, find as much incriminating evidence as possible, possibly plant some incriminating evidence. We are committing a crime that has a victim. And
the superheroes become planned together.
Also, I would like to see if there are any bodies of water, like a pool or something. This is extravagant. It has to have a pool, right?
They absolutely have a pool.
Okay.
It retracts. It definitely retracts. I don't know what's underneath it, but it certainly retracts.
Hecate is going to take off a glove. No, we're not taking off gloves. That's stupid. That's stupid as hell. Hecate is going to stick their hand in the water and just kind of feel the chemical composition and memorize the exact chemical composition. Can I roll for that, or
roll for that?
Okay, cool.
I don't know why you're doing
roll
this.
and unleash my powers. I know exactly why I'm doing this.
Is this related to murder? Is this related to murder? Oh my god. I just realized what it's for.
Yeah, baby! This is what happens when you get a chemical engineer to proofread your murder plans.
I was gonna say, is this your peer-reviewed murder?
Yes, this is my peer-reviewed murder plan. That is max that I could get. That's a 14.
Yes, you memorize exactly the chemical combination of this pool. They use some fancy people shit in this pool.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my time searching for any files. I want to find as much as information as I can. Is that an
Assess the
assess the
situation.
situation?
All right, Mary, what is it?
Fantastic. Oh, Mary, you're muted.
Maristella said that there was a lab or something. I'd like to go and see what supplies I could bring with. That would make it easier.
Maristella hands you like a brochure map and just says those nuts. And it's labeled with multiple floors and things like that. The lab is near the garage. It's on the bottom level, underneath the pool.
So, I think that Sasha and and Hazel head in the same direction initially. Sasha breaks off. And by the way, that is a 14 for assess the situation. I'm rolling incredible today.
God damn it, what's assess the situation? I really need to use that shift your fucking labels thing more often.
No, don't touch my labels.
Superior, got it. Good to know. So
I made them. I made them myself.
all right. Julie, what's the next thing that Vi is going to destroy?
There has to be like, so somewhere in this house there is a security system that like has Overwatch on Hunter Heights, right? It has to exist.
It didn't until this moment, but sure, yes, it does. It's
Right.
right next to the lab.
I would like to find it. And oops.
All right, so roll unleash your powers for that. While we go to L, you can ask 2 questions.
All right. What evidence do I find about his greater plans? Or information. What information do I find about his greater plans?
About his plans.
About the greater plans. You said this wasn't genie shit, and now you're like, oh, you used a word
No. I said you don't get to
incorrectly.
genie shit. I get to genie shit all I want. I'm a pedantic little bitch. I can do what I want. So
Okay, the.
you, you are walking through. I'm not giving everything away. Fuck that. I will give you. You are walking through Hunter Manor, and you hear the voice of a woman, as if playing from a recording. The world will stop turning. The stars will fall. The moon will stop shining. Chariots will fail. Towers will crumble. Death will be no more. And the hangman will turn upright.
Okay, so. Okay, the world will stop turning, the stars will fall, the moons will stop shining, chariots will fall, towers will crumble, death. What about death?
Death will be no more.
Death will be no more, and the hangman will
Turn upright.
Turn upright, thank you. Can I identify this voice?
You don't. Fuck!
Yeah, that's my second question. Can I identify this voice? And if so, who is it?
I'm trying to remember something really quick. Hold on. No, you fucking can't.
Okay,
You
then.
don't know this voice. Tasnox was smart.
Hey, since technically Vi's fighting things, this is like a combat thing, right?
No, it's not, because they're not fighting back.
Maybe they are and we just don't realize it. Anyways, so
You seem to really want a combat scenario. Are you sure about that?
I mean, I'm going
No.
to make a combat scenario next episode.
Odds or evens? Odds or
They
evens,
don't-
Elle?
They don't
What?
want a combat scenario. They specifically want the moment before a combat
Exactly,
scenario.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Well, to get that, odds or evens, Elle?
I don't want that anymore. Put
No,
it back.
you kept
Put it
asking.
back.
You kept asking odds or
Can I-
evens.
I
Elle.
asked because it's specifically one of
But
my
you kept-
wordings. Yes,
This is
because
the
I want to use
consequences
my
of your
move.
actions.
I
This is
want
the
the consequence of trying to
We have
use
destroyed
my
a
move.
lot, which probably could have set off a lot of alarms that we don't know
Why
about,
would
to
you
be
say that out
fair.
loud? And
I just want to use my move.
Okay.
okay, I'm
Jen,
destroying things.
I'm actually gonna check. I'm actually gonna check. Is the table like actually adamant against a combat scenario? Because
I don't think
I
Violet
think
wants
it's
to create it.
justified personally, but
Yeah,
I don't-
I think
Violet
it's
wants to get
justified.
the innocent people out of here.
Does everyone
Yeah.
consent to a possible? Do you consent as a table to a possible combat scenario?
My main
Oh.
thing is I'm worried about the innocent people.
The innocent
I
people
think-
will be fine.
Okay, then fine. Yeah.
Then odds or
I-
evens, Elle?
Always odds.
Okay, so you have a second question.
Yes.
Or was that was your second question? Do you recognize the voice? Oh, well, you asked all your questions.
Okay, but I have one more thing I want to do.
What is your one more thing you would like to do?
In Benjamin Hunter, I assume, has an office of some kind in this.
Yes, he does.
In said office, I've seen the Puzzle Master symbol. I know the Puzzle Master symbol. I know it intimately. I am going to put a little sketch of him, of a bunch of like what seems to be prototype Puzzle Master sigils, and I'm going to stick it in a drawer in his office where it would be feasibly somewhere that someone would want to hide something that they didn't want discovered, but somewhere that could be discovered.
Roll us a situation really quick before you do that.
Okay. I'm planting evidence because we are the good guys. It's a backup plan for if murder doesn't pan out. 12.
So I will give you one question and I will give you one piece of information. The one piece of information is you don't have to plant that.
That dumbass!
Not in the way you think. Sasha knows about previous heroes, right?
Yeah, Sasha knows a ton about previous heroes. Their mom has
Sasha-
been in the business for a very long time.
This would be before their mom got in as a superhero. This would have been
Oh,
when their
really? It
mom
was
a
more than
kid.
30 years ago?
It would be before 30 years ago.
Okay, okay.
Let's see. Mighty Stella is 22. So it would be right around 30 years ago, actually.
Okay, okay. So,
Has
what is...
Helena's been a hero for 30 years?
Yeah, Helena's been a hero for 30 years. Helena's been a hero for a while.
Then okay. You recognize that, yeah, there's not so much prototypes as the original Puzzle Master symbol in a
Okay.
shrine.
Oh, interesting.
As well as the original Puzzle Master's helmet.
We got a Kylo Ren situation, everybody.
Shit, I didn't realize I did that.
Was the original Puzzle Master part of the Hunter family? That's my question.
The original Puzzle Master is Mighty Stella's grandfather, Alexander Hunter. The man who started
Woo!
Hunter Heights.
Let's go, baby! That's another theory box confirmed. I have a better success rate than Matthew Patrick.
I mean, that's not really hard.
It is not, no.
So, If Hazel has something that she wants to do first, then by all means, please do so.
By the
But
way,
I
I
would-
am still planting the evidence, just so you know.
Roll to plant evidence that already exists.
Okay, yeah. Listen. I just want to be absolute sure, because sometimes police are idiots, and sometimes detectives are idiots.
Sometimes.
All the time. I have to
Are
do
we
their
allowed to
job
say
for
half
them.
of this stuff when nerds were
I don't think so. That's an 11 to plant evidence.
You plant evidence as a superhero.
Yeah, it is my backup plan to murder, so objectively it is the more morally sound of the two options.
Planting evidence that already exists. Okay. Hazel, what do you want to do?
Oh, never mind. My
Um,
dad says that looks suspicious. I tear up the paper and I eat it.
There's a voice in the back of your head. It sounds a lot like your conscience. And it tells you this is a bad idea as you decide, oh shit, and you tear up the paper and eat it. Hazel, what do you want to do?
So when I'm in the lab, my idea for both the stylus as well as the um of some sort of shielding material,
Mhm.
I need things that can help me charge electromagnetic energy. So I'm trying to find things like that because my idea, at least with the stylus, is that Maristella has a really her powers are um they're in flux. So if I can find a way to stabilize that by almost making like let's say like her powers are like a bunch all over the place. And that if the stylus is a way to like filter the power into a more concise idea, I'm thinking of like how basically these because everything is made up of atoms, everything is made up of electrons. And so using what I know to kind of create almost like a waypoint to like a not necessarily a filter, but like a condenser.
Okay, so because this is so specific, I'm not going to make this easy, okay? We're going to do multiple rounds of people doing things, okay? So this will probably end up at the end of the episode, just from how things are working. This will probably end up in multiple rounds. This is going to end up in 3 rounds of everybody going. Because all good things come in threes, and there's 3 of you. You have to succeed 3 times on I will let you choose to do this. Your teammates can assist by doing things that would help Hazel, and then we'll decide what that advantage is if your teammates assist. You can also,
I'm busy. I'm destroying a security system.
yep, that's also fair. Well, again, each round. You can also, if you decide to ask questions or ask for certain things, and we roll for it, we'll see what happens. So, is there anything Hazel wants to ask for before she begins?
Um, I also think I want to see if they have any battery cores here because I'm concerned that the energy has to go somewhere. And I'm wondering if there's some sort of collection font somewhere around
Odds
here.
or evens?
Evens.
God damn it, Mary. Yes, there are. All right. Do you tell Maristella that you need these?
I will tell her about them. I'm concerned about because this is like raw energy put into something. So I don't know how we might be able to actually get it moved to us without blowing a city up. Like this is if it's being sucked like cosmic power, like I don't know. I would love to be able to move it, but I'm gonna at least show her where they are.
All right. Do you? Okay, I know this didn't work out well for you last time. I know a place where it would be a lot more contained. And I think that if we tell the others, there's a better chance of them pulling us out today.
Okay. I whatever the puzzle master is planning with these things, it cannot be good. So we can get that step away from them. It also gives us more time to hopefully control what's going on.
But
How does Hazel know that that's the puzzle master's? Sorry,
I
think
know that I'm looking for energy sources.
Okay.
And if I could tell the energy battery sources, I think also at least that from for Hazel's intellect, I think she could put two and two together.
I think at this point, everyone here at least has figured out that Benjamin Hunter is the puzzle master. Especially because everyone heard like Maristella explain that she
Yeah.
gave him magic. That is one more thing actually that Sasha will pick up. Is in that moment when you're in as you're leaving Hunter's office and you look back at the shrine for the puzzle master that you remember something. The original puzzle master was a hero who didn't have magical powers. So, Maricela hands you her sketchbook and then looks at you and realizes something. I'll be right back. Odds or evens, Mary?
Evens.
Takes a while, and she comes back holding another sketchbook that looks older and dustier. And she opens a page, and you see everything in the page is dark except for an outline that looks like a stylus. Maybe having this, and maybe having the original source will help.
Thank you.
As you flip open a page in a sketchbook, and where do you what kind of landscape do you settle on?
Um, I think it's like a lakeside house. Um, kind of reminds her of where her uncle would take her during the summer, like on the little trips that they'd go on. And so I think she settles on this lake house with like the lake view, the dock going out, and like smoke coming out of the little cabin.
So you settle there, and Maricela nods and grabs these energy sources and looks at you. We're gonna put the sources in here. Lab equipment can also go in here. Do you want that? because this is a lot of energy.
No, just the energy sources. We can't tax you too much.
Sketchbooks don't tax me. They're a part of me.
Let's see what we can carry. I'm a little concerned to put all of it together.
Okay. And
Or actually, I'm gonna rechange my mind. That might
okay.
be the safest place for me to do the work that I need to do. So I might have to be actually creating it there because I'm worried for the things I'm gonna have to do that I don't want to have any unnecessary explosions that could harm other people. So it might be safer to do my experiments in there. So let's put the equipment in there too.
Okay. She nods, and you watch as, because now she has two conditions removed, so it's not as hard. She takes the it's still, you can tell it's unstable as she does it, and it takes her a while, but she does start putting the equipment in there. And then she looks at you and reaches out with her hands like this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And she takes your hands, closes her eyes, and all you see is a rainbow of colors. And then you are at the house on the lake with the equipment. She goes, all right, let's get started.
Hey.
All right, so roll. What are you going to roll to do these experiments?
So I have a question
Mhm.
before I get started.
Of course.
I want to double check whether this works to actually remove conditions or not. Nope, that's just a potential charge, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I will. I think my plan, at least first, is to basically build the blueprint. So to actually get the blueprint, so something that could actually work. And then before I get in and actually have to use Freak to do the stuff.
Right. So what are you using rolling to get the blueprint?
I was thinking superior to start drawing it out, knowing the different math I need to do, like the basically to know like what precision cuts do I need to make, how do I need to do it so I don't explode everyone in this place, that
Go
kind
ahead
of a
and roll
thing.
superior.
That is an 11.
You're working on the blueprints, and with as you do, we go to Vi, who I believe wants to destroy security cameras. You're muted.
I did roll for that, but I have a plan first.
Okay.
So because I'm now in the security, I'm in the system. What is it? What's the hacker thing? I'm in. Um, and I want to see what they're watching that they shouldn't be watching. There's crimes being committed here. I'm certain of this. They're very rich.
technically, technically, it's technically by the book.
But that doesn't mean it's not evil. What is evil here?
They're rich.
You're right.
They're
Everything is
billionaires
evil
with
here.
an
Um,
extensive amount of money.
if I can't find evidence of direct crime, then I will try to think of the way to make this the most inconvenient. So I want to clear someone's hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
Who still has hopeless?
Who still has hopeless? Let's see.
Or afraid. I'll also do afraid. I feel like those are my
Mighty
real
Stella
strengths.
still has afraid.
Right. So I think I say to Maristella, I say, so a lot of the Hunter family's power comes from knowing everything and seeing everything. That's my interpretation of events.
Odds or evens?
Odds?
Okay. Mighty Stella answers. What'd you say again?
It seems like the family has a lot of power that comes from knowing and seeing all. Okay,
So,
I'm gonna fix it, is what I'm saying.
so power is more. The Hunters family, like our family power is money. And
Yes, but I
the.
can't do anything about that at this particular
Well,
moment.
okay, you're not letting me finish.
Fine.
Our power in that case is money, and what money is able to allows us to do is to be in certain areas and see things. So in that sense, yes. Magical powers, our powers are those of us with powers are cosmic based.
Yes. Well, I also equally cannot do anything about that at the present. Um, but I had noticed that the you're very powerful and scary. Congratulations.
Thank you, I
So
try.
so I'm gonna let you pick. Do you want acid or do you want poison?
I feel like acid would do the most damage.
Great. So I'm going to destroy the system, and I'm also gonna ask Hecate if they can send like a charge through it to try and fry the external parts of it, so they can't just buy new screens. I'm
Hecate?
trying to point out to
Okay,
Maristella
so-
that their family is not untouchable.
Hecate is coming over to Hazel. I think that their mind is very much on I have to get Rory and Railspike back. So they look over at Hazel and I think that you know them well enough. You, even behind the mask, can see the gears turning in their head. And you recognize the expression as a very similar one to the one that they had right before they tried to hold up the entire school. I think that Hecate looks at Metamorphosis. Okay. What do you need me to do? Where do you need me? I will do the security thing, but I feel like making sure this succeeds is also very important.
I mean, I'm going to be working with some pretty volatile things.
Luckily, I deal with volatile things all the time.
Great. It's going to be helpful.
Don't worry, I can try to take the edge off a little bit. You know, the energy that you're going to be creating, it's just that. It's energy, and I manipulate energy all the time. That's how I can do the things that I can do. Everything has energy, and I just use it.
It's at this time, Hazel, that you remember something. You don't remember Sasha coming into the sketchbook with you. But you're still talking to them. And Sasha, you're not in the sketchbook, but you're still talking to Hazel. And Vi is not in the sketchbook, and you're still talking to Maristella.
I mean, I assume in a different room, so I know nothing is amiss.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Fine,
you
it's
know
fine.
nothing.
You know what? this might as well happen. Everything else is already so fucked up.
You notice that Maristella is starting to look pixelated
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
for both of you.
Um,
And I'm going to say, because of time, that that's where today's session is going to end.
No, no, it's not. You're a liar.
I mean,
cliffhanger.
pixelation is a problem for next week.
No, we didn't even get any pepperoni. So
We were going to, but then we took so long on Hunter Manor.
It's stuff
Actually,
to
you know
do.
what? Fuck it. Because I forgot. We have to flip the page of the comic
Oh, great.
no,
we
no, we
go-
don't.
to the next panel. We zoom out from the picture of a pixelated Maristella in the sketchbook, and it seems that the pages we've seen of the sketchbook of this scene are getting duller. And we see the pixelated Maristella talking to Vi, and Sasha's talking to Hazel. And we go to the next panel, and we see darkness until you can make out Railspike, and you can make out the man that was with them. Just them. In the next panel, in somewhere that looks unbearably, like as if it is being dissolved, you see a confused looking Rory. And she's eating through metal. Is that enough pepperoni for you, Elle?
Ah!
Jesus isn't supposed to eat metal at all.
Pepperoni has acidic cheese.
I,
Pepperoni is God's abomination.
you know what? I do feel like this is a villain that Violet is equipped to fight. I will say.
Thank you everyone so much for watching this week's episode of Masked Puzzle Project. My amazing
Ah.
cast will now do their salutations and tell you where you can find them this upcoming week. And we're going to start with, of course, with Chili.
Hi, I'm Jilly. You can find me at Oh Look It's Jilly most places on the internet. I have been your Violet tonight. Um, my pronouns are she, her. Vi's pronouns are she, they. You can find me here on Saturdays, playing masks. You also today the VOD for our pre-recorded session of The Witch is Dead over on Exquisite Corpse went up, which I did not tweet about in advance because I did not realize it was happening today. But it happened. It's up. You could watch it. It was very fun. It was exactly, if you've seen me GM before, it was exactly my brand of silly RPG. So it was a great time. On Fridays, you can also find me on Exquisite Corpse, playing Kel's Kitchen, which is we are playing Ready Set Bake, which is a reality baking show competition TTRPG. We have 3 episodes left, so we will be doing double eliminations the next 2 sessions, and then we will crowd our victor in the final session. Next time is going to be fancy fast food, so I'm really excited about that. And I think that is all I have to announce, but you can follow me on the internet to watch me tweet about all manner of things. Yay!
Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been playing Hazel, aka Metamorphosis, and her pronouns are she, her. You can find me this week on Monday over on Lost Caravan for a special Vesson one shot set in Victorian New England. We've been told it's going to be some culty vibes. Then on Halloween night, you can catch me over on 2000 Tales Roleplay. We are doing a special Halloween charity event. We're going to be playing some spooky video games and raising money for the Trevor Project. Then you can catch me for, I believe this week is the premiere of a new show over on Enchanting Sorcery Productions. For Fan Delver, we're doing a special D&D game where I am playing a rogue that will soon to be a multi-class with a cleric. That is basically how do I explain it? Um, if Jack Sparrow had a lot more charisma and was a lot smarter, that's kind of what we're dealing with. Um, that's all I've got right now. I know I have other things, but I can't think of them.
All right. Hi, everybody. I've been Elle. If you'd like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at Sapphic Soulful or at Soulful Sapphic. You can also find me here every Saturday playing God's least favorite person, Sasha Morgan, aka Hecate. They continue to be having the worst possible time, and next week they will potentially murder a man. Woohoo! You can also find me over on Bardic Inspiration Network on Twitch. We have some lovely games going on right now. We have our Tales of Exandria, Swords of Fire Rodin. We have dealt with various things. Now we're dealing with Killer Clowns, Killer Colts, and Emberhold. It's very fun. I play a Twilight Cleric Feral Tiefling who routinely kills people by biting their throats out. They are absolutely living up to the feral part of their name. You can also find me there every Wednesday. By the way, that's every other Monday, so it's going to be this coming up Monday, and then Wednesday over on Bardic Inspiration Network, we have the finale of our Baldur's Gate 3 inspired mini series. And so that's going to be very fun. I'm playing a Fire Genasi Paladin. Also, if you guys are curious as to learn more about that character or the other characters featured there may be some plans for another universe and some shenanigans happening there. And then you can also find me next Wednesday over on Bardic Inspiration Network again in our other Tales of Exandria game, Tales of Exandria Shadows of the Lost. We are finally away from the fucking swamp, and now we get to hang out with hot druids. It is incredible. We're going on an Aramente. We're being hunted by werewolves. We're getting hang gliders. All of the fun shenanigans. It's great. So come check me out over there. I think that's all I have to promo. Yay.
And I am your benevolent overlord, Nox. You can find me on social media. Oh, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I played characters with lots of different pronouns because I'm the GM. I played a lot of NPCs, most of which use they, them. I You can find me on social media at Nocturnal_7. I am hoping to start posting a lot more on my social media. Um, you can also find that I have a Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Noxgiros, because that is me. I'm currently trying to raise money because new job stuff. So you can donate or you can commission me to make you dice bags or book bags or lots of other things. Um, Please commission me. I need money. You can also, like I said, follow me on all my social media. This week is a relatively chill week for me. I originally was going to release the first episode of my other All Disabled Table post zombie apocalypse game tomorrow, but we're gonna postpone that by a week because I kind of forgot to edit it. I started a new job. It was exhausting. I did not have time to edit that. Sorry. That's gonna come out next Sunday. But Wednesday, you can find me on the initiative order playing Alma the Pagan. She's going through hell. Literally, it's Inferno, and it's really fun. So you should check that out. And then on Friday, you can catch me here on Nerds of Dice for our vineyard will not be vineyard. Well, that doesn't help because the name of the thank you, almighty producer, voice from the beyond. Vineyard will be our salvation, where I'll be playing Aphrodite Lack or Aflac, the duck.
Oh my god.
She is a undergraduate, or she is a grad student who is really upset. She's an insurance major who went to school with a gecko named Geico and an emu named Lee Moo that are doing much more successfully in the insurance business than she is, and now works at a vineyard. It'll be really fun. You should catch that this Friday here on Nerds with Dice, and then Saturday, like I said, we'll be back with the penultimate episode of season 1 of Mass the Puzzle Project, and our other two amazing cast members, Sin and Skylar. Sorry, somebody knocked right when I was about to say Skylar's name. Sin and Skylar will be back with us. So, with all of that said, I'm still late. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna be rating Fusco. See ya.